Today, we are privileged to welcome our guest speaker, an accomplished educator, researcher, leader, and proud product of hard work, and a true example of excellence and perseverance. He began his journey of excellence early in life as both an elementary and high school valedictorian in University of Rizal System Laboratory Schools. He earned his Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, where he graduated as one of the top students of his class and received the prestigious President's Medal and Oblation Trophy as the lone recipient among 1,887 graduates in recognition of his outstanding academic performance, leadership, and community engagement. He later completed his Master of Science in Industrial Engineering from De La Salle University, Manila. As a student leader, he served as chairperson of the College Student Council, national president of the Philippine Institute of Industrial Engineers, national student chapter, and held leadership roles in numerous organizations where he championed student development, leadership programs, and academic initiatives. His achievements also extended beyond academics as a champion debater, public speaker, chess competitor, and leadership award recipient. Today, he serves as a faculty member at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, where he teaches various industrial engineering courses and mentors future engineers and researchers. As an educator and researcher, he has led numerous research projects, published studies in local and international journals, served as resource speaker and trainer in various institutions, and received multiple awards in research, simulation competitions, and academic presentations. He is also a recipient of the prestigious One UP Faculty Grant Award for Outstanding Teaching and Public Service, recognizing his excellence as an educator and public servant. Our guest speaker today is widely recognized as an exemplary leader, an accomplished researcher, and a dedicated professor whose career reflects excellence, integrity, and a deep commitment to education. From being an outstanding student leader to becoming an award-winning educator, researcher, and mentor, his story reminds us that success is built through dedication, leadership, and service. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride and honor that I present to you the Assistant Professor 7, an Assistant School Secretary of Graduate School at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, the Mr. Morong High School of 2011, and the UPLB Mr. Engineering 2014. Please give a warm round of applause to our commencement speaker, Engineer Gabriel John Liagas de Leon.
Kasama talaga yung Mr. Engineering. Thank you very much for that generous introduction, Ma'am Miles. Miss it po. Live rather than exist. I would like to start with those last words I said during our high school graduation 15 years ago. It has been 15 years in this exact auditorium, actually in this exact place. So I remember the excitement, the uncertainty, and the anticipation of what lies ahead. During that time, I spoke with my fellow graduates about dreams, possibilities, and the courage to dare. Looking back now, I realize that life does not always unfold according to our plans. We do not all begin from the same circumstances, nor are we all given the same opportunities. Yet, regardless of where we start, we are each called to learn, to grow, and provide meaningful contributions with whatever gifts, resources, and responsibilities that have been entrusted to us. Standing before you today in the same institution that helped shape me, I have come to appreciate that success is not defined solely by what we achieve, but by how we use our abilities to serve others and create a positive impact. Good afternoon po to our distinguished university officials, administrators, respected faculty members, coordinators, to our staff, honored guests, dyan po sa taas, kamusta po kayo dyan? Proud parents, families, and most importantly, I'm excited to talk to you, the graduating class of 2026. Good afternoon. It is an honor to be here with you today and share this milestone. Graduation is one of life's defining moments. Gaya po ng mga nabanggit kanina, not because it marks an end, but because it signifies readiness for new beginnings. Today is the culmination of years of discipline, perseverance, and countless moments when you choose to keep moving forward despite challenges and setbacks. Behind every diploma conferred today is a story of sacrifice. Late nights spent studying, deadlines met under pressure, moments of doubt that you overcome through determination, and perhaps there are few occasions when you discovered that I'll do it tomorrow strategy was not the best strategy after all. Yet through it all, you persevered, and today we celebrate your achievement. But more importantly, we recognize that this achievement represents, again, your readiness to contribute to the country and to the world that increasingly demands not only technical competence, but also leadership, adaptability, and purpose. Today is not only a celebration of what you have accomplished. It is a call to lead, to contribute, and to take your rightful place in shaping the future. Parang ang laki ba agad ng responsibilidad? Huh? Gagraduate lang po ako ng grade 6 o ng grade 12. But that's how it is connected, as you can see on our theme, also as mentioned by our university president. This is a greater call for all of us, especially that how the world is changing today. And taking your rightful place means not simply going with the flow, but making deliberate choices about the life that you want to build. My students occasionally ask me, "Sir, ba't po kayo nag-teacher?" Hindi ko sinasagot na, ito kasi yung para sa akin. Mas madalas, ang sagot ko, ito kasi ang pinili ko. After my college graduation, I worked in the industry as a demand management planner. Kasi industrial engineering yung tinapos ko. So feeling ko, dapat mag-industry ako. And while at work, syempre, kasama din doon yung pagko-conduct ng trainings, and I truly enjoy those activities. Teaching and mentoring, seeing each others learn and grow. Pero at that time, hindi muna ako nag-jump sa conclusion na, siguro destined ako para maging teacher. Instead, I explored. Hindi ko hinintay na magkaroon ako ng malinaw na sagot bago ako kumilos. Kumilos muna ako bago naging malinaw ang sagot. Nagturo po ako part-time. Nag-on-call tutor ako. Yun yung pupunta ka lang, di mo alam yung subject na ituturo mo. May papatanong yung estudyante dun sa assignment niya. Naging reviewer po ako ng college entrance tests. Naging one-on-one tutor din ako ng elementary student. At doon ko po na-discover na hindi ako pang elementary na teacher. So saludo po sa mga, sa dulo po sa mga patience ng mga guro po natin dito, nagturo din po ako ng college part-time. Ganito ko napili ang propesyon na meron ako ngayon. Unti-unti, hindi isang malaking desisyon, kundi sa maliliit na desisyon, naging malinaw ang lahat. The future is rarely built on one grand moment. It is built through accumulated choices. Ika nga, dip your toe in the water before you dive in. At ngayon masasabi ko po na masaya ako sa propesyon na pinili ko. Hindi dahil madali ito, kundi dahil alam kong dito ako patuloy na natututo, nakakapaglingkod, at nakakatulong sa iba. Kaya to our graduates, huwag kayong masyadong mabahala. Kung hindi pa malinaw ang lahat ng sagot, huwag ma-pressure na hanapin kaagad ang inyong quote-unquote purpose. Another lesson I would like to share with you that I learned through academia and professional service is this. Do not shrink yourself in spaces where your knowledge and perspective are needed. Many young professionals hesitate entering rooms filled with individuals who appear more experienced, more accomplished, or more established. Natural po, it's natural to feel uncertain. There will be moments when you may question whether you are ready to lead a project, present an idea, or make a critical decision, or even take greater responsibility. But I have learned that growth often begins at the edge of discomfort. I still have a long way to go, but one thing I learned is that opportunities are often earned long before they arrive. I got here because I perform quality work even in the smallest group that I am involved in, or more so, even if no one is watching. So you do not wait for the grand moments before you showcase your excellence. You have to uphold it consistently, and people will start to notice. They will see you, maybe not for anything grand, but someone reliable with integrity and with value. Over the years, I have often found myself in rooms alongside people with higher ranks, longer experience, and credentials far beyond my own. I remember being a co-chair of a group of highly respected colleagues tasked to craft a 15-year strategic plan for our college. Now I am called to serve as the Assistant Secretary of the UPLB Graduate School despite not having earned my PhD yet. To be honest, there were moments when I questioned whether I was ready for these responsibilities. Looking around those rooms, I sometimes wondered if I truly belonged there. But over time, matatanggap po natin yan, I realized that trust is not solely given because of titles, because of ranks or credentials. Sometimes it is given because people have seen your work. They have seen your consistency, your willingness to learn, and your commitment to serve. Those experiences did not make me feel superior. Instead, they made me feel grateful. Grateful for the trust of others and mindful of the responsibility that comes with it. So to my dear graduating class, do not be afraid of being the youngest in a room. Embrace the edge it gives you. You have the freedom to ask questions that others may have stopped asking. You have the opportunity to learn from those around you without pretending to know everything. You can look at all challenges with fresh eyes and see possibilities that others may have overlooked. The question should not always be, am I ready? More often, the better question is, how can I rise to meet this opportunity? How can I contribute? Because leadership is rarely reserved for those who feel completely prepared. Madalas po, hindi talaga tayo prepared at darating itong mga opportunity na to. So it really takes courage. Leadership begins when you choose to contribute despite the unknown. When you speak with purpose, share your ideas with conviction, and step forward even before you feel fully ready. But stepping forward is actually only part of the challenge. Once you choose to contribute, nandun na po tayo. We have decided. Another question emerges. How do you remain relevant, effective, and valuable in a world that continues to change? The answer to this is pretty simple, though it is not always easy. And that is to never stop learning. One of the greatest challenges your generation will face is not simply to keep up with a change, but to learn how to grow alongside it. You are graduating at a time when artificial intelligence is transforming how we learn, work, create, and solve problems. Tasks that once required hours can now be completed in minutes. Information is more accessible than ever before. And in such a world, knowledge alone is no longer enough. So please, continue improving your craft. Sabi nga kanina, continue following that excellence. Strengthen your communication skills. Expand your perspective. Seek experiences that challenge your assumptions and broaden your understanding of the world. And as you continue to grow, remember that learning is never only about advancing yourself. Palagi ko po itong dinudugtong sa lahat ng mga perspective na pinapakita natin. Because ultimately, those knowledge, those skills, those experiences that you will gain become most meaningful when they are used to create positive impact for the others. Regardless of whatever path, course, profession you will pursue, I hope you ask yourself not only what can I gain, but also whom I can serve. We actually live in a time when trust in institutions is constantly being tested. Every day, we witness debates, disagreements, and competing views on what leadership should look like. In such a world, it becomes even more important for each of us to demonstrate integrity, accountability, and genuine concern in others in whatever path you choose to take. The 2011 Gabriel Jan challenged his fellow graduates to dream and dare. Today, the 2026 Gabriel Jan challenges you to keep growing, to lead, and contribute. So graduates, as you leave this chapter and begin the next, I leave you with a few reminders. Ito lang po yung summary. First is to choose deliberately. The future is rarely built on one grand moment. More often, it is built through the choices you make every day. Take up space with confidence. Do not shrink yourself in places where your voice, your ideas, and your contributions are needed. Remain curious and teachable. In a world that continues to change, never stop learning. Never stop adapting and never stop growing. And above all, use your talents not only for your personal success, but also in the service of others. Let your knowledge create value. Let your skills create opportunities. Let your leadership create positive impact. The world needs graduates who are brave enough to step forward, humble enough to keep learning, and compassionate enough to use their ability to uplift others. 15 years ago, in this very auditorium, I ended my valedictory address with 3 simple words: live rather than exist. Today, I leave you with the very same challenge. Live a life of purpose rather than convenience. Choose contribution over complacency. Pursue excellence with integrity. And of course, serve something greater than yourself. Congratulations to the class of 2026. May your knowledge become wisdom, your ambition become purpose, and your success become a force for meaningful change. Because the future does not simply happen. It is built by the choices you make after today. Thank you, and once again, Congratulations po sa ating lahat.
Thank you very much to our guest speaker. Learners, remember to learn consistency, willingness, and commitment to work. Grow alongside change. Instead of the question, what can I ask whom can I serve? Serve something larger than yourself. From the words of our guest speaker today. Now, as a token of our gratitude and appreciation for your time, wisdom, and valuable insights, we would like to present our guest speaker with a plaque of appreciation. May we invite our administrators, our guests. Let me read the citation. Republic of the Philippines, University of Rizal System, Province of Rizal, awards this plaque of appreciation to Gabriel John L. De Leon, Assistant Professor 7, University of the Philippines, Los Baños, in grateful recognition and appreciation for the invaluable service rendered as guest of honor and commencement speaker during the URS 25th Laboratory Schools commencement exercises with the theme University of Rizal System Empowering Graduates for Global Excellence and ASEAN Leadership, held on June 4, 2026 at the Eulogio Amang Rodriguez Tanghalang Sining University of Rizal System, Morong Campus. Signed, Nancy T. Pascual, EDD, RGC, University President. Again, thank you very much to our guests of honor. You may now take your seats.